Hello all, welcome to day 24 of our Red Letter Challenge. Our 40-day challenge with Zach Zender. Today, the passage comes to us from Matthew, and Jesus is, it's fairly famous. Jesus is there are people who are bringing their children to him for healing, and the disciples try to stop them from taking the children to bother the teacher. And Jesus utters the famous words, "Let the children come unto me and do not hinder them." When we think about the people in our lives that we take care of, that we care for, who can return to us the least amount of material goods, wealth or money or things like that. Remember earlier we had talked about how oftentimes part of what makes servanthood transactional is that we will receive something for it. So a big push here is to get us into serving in ways that don't expect something in return, because service expecting a return is the way that the world operates. But that's not how God works. So today, as we sit here together, one of the things that you're being challenged to do is to serve those who can give you the least. Now, I'm sitting here today in our living room, and this, of course, is our ottoman right in front of me. And Judy told me a story about a young boy that she was watching earlier today. And ironically, I came home, sat down on the ottoman, and was looking at this book. And suddenly I noticed that my pants were getting wet. And I was a little bit nervous about what happened with that. And she made a comment to me that the young boy that she had been watching today spilled some juice, and so they had to clean it. And it's okay, everything's good. But that was something that she was doing for somebody who was a child in her life and who couldn't really repay her in any physical way. So my challenge to you today is this. Those kind of things may come in our lives when we give to somebody, but we do so out of a loving and a caring heart. So today we have a wet spot on our ottoman. But will we trade the joy of the service so that we could have a dry ottoman right now? Never. Never. Because the joy of the service that my daughter was able to do was so wonderful and so good that I would rather that we had a wet ottoman a little bit than to not have the opportunity. So today, when you think about what it is to serve, I want you to consider some of the small children that you know that would appreciate a hand from you, a little bit of your time. Do you know how much little kids look up to bigger kids? Do you know how much little kids look up to parental figures? So much. Why not give a child some time today to learn how they see the world and to encourage them in their faith and in their life? I pray that as you do that, you remember who you are and who